Morning Discord. I think our neighbors are having a yard sale. Let's go. When you start out with me buying a game, he said they started at like 6. People were already asking. They were supposed to start at like probably 6:37, and I asked him if he had any more games or anything. And he did. He had a couple Game Boys and some other stuff, but he already sold them. And I was like, dang. Which happens. I mean, sometimes, if you're not the first one there, nah. So I looked at his games and found Spider-Man for $5. I go yard sale. I do it. As much as I don't want to, we're going to be taking care of the NES games, or the SNES games, sorry, today. We're going to get rid of these cartridges and then start working on some of the Sega stuff, this guy, all the UMDs, and hopefully get back to where we were. So sold 2 things on eBay. We sold NBA 2K22 for $20 plus shipping. We sold Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith for $10 plus shipping on top. I had to hop on these consoles really quick just to make sure they're working because I need to make a Hyperkin order. These 2 Genesis works. This Dreamcast has no AV. This one kind of works. It reads the disc sometimes, but then it stops reading it, so we'll have to take a look at that one. I'm going to take a look at the no AV one really quick and see if I can just see what's going on with it. I don't see any corrosion on the pins for the AV. Maybe it's something else. How do you adjust these? Well, on the back of the laser right here is the potentiometer for power, and you want to go clockwise. So I put a little tiny flathead screwdriver and just go clockwise, not too much, just a little, and then test it and see if that works. I believe this guy is working. I got it adjusted properly, so let's go ahead and put it back together and just double check. See what we got here. Ow, I just got shocked. Watch out for that. Any moment now. Any moment now. There it goes. Maybe. Maybe. Come on. You can do it. Oh. All right. Power. Flip the switch. Not get shocked. Seems like it's loading a lot faster. There it goes. All right. Controller. Come on. Sega. Sega. Nope, there it goes. Just died on me. Again. It's funny, it's doing this. Interesting. Alright, we got to that screen. Yeah, come on. Yep. Nope. Oh! Adjusted just a little bit more to give it a little bit more power because it did that kind of weird thing, but it's working. So before it wasn't even loading all the way.
Let's get him.
And there it goes. Actually going to try to do is grab the other laser and see if I can get this one to work. Funny thing just happened. I did ask the yard sale if they had any more games. They said they did have some earlier that day, but someone already picked them up. The funny thing is, one of the regulars that comes in, he picked it up. He had 4 Pokemon Game Boy games, yellow, red, silver, and gold. A Champagne Gold Game Boy Advance SP001, a Game Boy, and 2 Game Boy Advance games. Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance, and Pokemon Red Rescue, I believe. And he got it for 25 bucks. So if I just knew more, or, you know, was at the sale a little bit earlier, or even hit him up beforehand, I may have gotten those guys for 25 bucks. I didn't pick him up. I offered him a decent amount, and he wanted to try to flip them and make some more money. Totally reasonable. Get both of these lasers to work on here for the Dreamcast. This one still has no audio or it's no video. So this one's working perfectly fine. This one, I'm going to take it apart and see if I can figure out what's going on. The one that had no AV, there was like little tiny plastic chunks that were causing the AV port not to push all the way. Let's test it out all the way. There it goes. Nice. So this one ended up having 2 things wrong with it. And then the CD, I don't think was working properly either. Now it is working.
Let's get him.
Alright, we just sold on eBay Red Dead Redemption, the Ultimate Edition, for 60 bucks plus shipping on top. Reorganized a little bit, added some more PS2 games all down here now. So this has our $30 to $40 games in here. We got Scarface, Dawn of Mana, Manhunt now. We got Champions of Norav, Dark Alliance, Return to Arms. They're all not complete, surprisingly. We did finally label, and we're putting these guys out right now into the PS2 shelf. I also went more considerable on the Nomad. It was at $5, it's now at $350. If you have the box, between $500 to $600, reasonably loose with the power, goes for about $300, $400, give or take. So I priced it down. Yes, we just got another trade-in. Copy of Dissidia, Jane d'Arc, complete. All these PSP games are complete besides Dissidia. There's Ratchet and Clank, Size Matters. We got Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy, and Birth by Sleep. Don't get mad at me. I'm keeping 3 of those games. Really wouldn't keep other games besides GameCube, but there's a place in my heart for Birth by Sleep. I played this all the way through, 100%ed it back in the day. And it was one of, and still kind of is, one of my top recommended Kingdom Hearts games. I played most of them besides like the PC and the iPhone key or whatever it is ones. I played most of the main lines. Actually, all the main lines. Keeping both Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 2 for the PSP. I surprisingly haven't come across the originals. I think PSP would be a great thing to play it on. So I've been kind of wanting to get into maybe Final Fantasies and play them. Finally get through Final Fantasy 7. I know, don't ring me. I haven't played it all the way through. I've played it, but not all the way through. I played Remake all the way through. I'm more into that action RPG-ness than I am actual RPGs. Definitely appreciate all the trade-ins and the PSP games. They're coming, which is fantastic because I'm looking to fill this little area up some more, and I need some games. With that trade, we have a 3001 model PSP, so that's fantastic. So we'll try to finagle the glass case a little bit to see if we can get one in here, because we're running out of room. Maybe I can organize the second shelf a little bit and see if I can get some of the something. I don't know. Oh, I have so many good games and expensive games. Maybe this Father's Day I'll be looking at some potential glass cases, because I'm definitely looking to a little organize and make some stuff look a little bit better. Contemplating right now on the N64 racks. I've looked into them. To be honest, they're a little pricey compared to what I want to pay for, because they're all 3D printed. Looking at like a 6-tiered system for the N64 stuff, but at like $20 a pop, I was like, dang, man, I'm missing something, right? Am I missing how much printing plastic is, or like the time like it takes, or what am I missing? So I'm maybe trying to find someone with a 3D printer to help. And to be honest, if I could just pay the cost of the materials, that's way better. Or just buy a 3D printer finally, because it may help around here now and then. Maybe. That PSP was the last lot of the day, and that means the last portion of today. That was it. It was a pretty decent day. Pretty slow. I was able to get a couple stuff tested. I also neglected the Super Nintendo games again. I promise I won't. Maybe I will. We got some other good PSP stuff and some other stuff in. Well, I won't neglect it. I'll get it done. I'll get them done. I'll get them on the shelf inside, online. I'm just kind of lazy. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to level